Game's been around for quite a while. This being the first one, it starts off pretty slow and boring and then slowly gets kind of weird. The second one starts weird and gets much weirder as you progress. The music definitely has a very calming tone to it. I actually ordered vinyl records of the soundtrack. One of the pains about the game, though, is once you beat the game the first time, there's 4 other endings that you can get, so 5 in total, and each different ending requires various prerequisites. I've already beat the game 2 or 3 times. And the ending I'm currently working on requires all weapons. I've already gotten all weapons. I'm already ready to go off to face the final boss. However, for the next playthrough, it's actually gonna reset all of my progress completely. So I figure since I have all the weapons already, I may as well grind out for all the materials needed to fully upgrade them. Reason I'm doing that, if I'm just going to wind up losing them, is it's one of the trophies to head toward the platinum. Grinding out materials is going to be really difficult because, of course, they're not guaranteed drop rates. So you have to constantly reload whatever areas you're trying to find the materials in. The current material I'm looking for are broken earrings, I believe. And the only ones that can drop them are these taller enemies. Yeah, no kidding. I understand the the satisfaction, because one of the things that I was farming was black pearls. That took me a couple of days just to get the 15 that were required. Some games it's definitely a lot more tedious, other ones it's more entertaining, like Borderlands. That game is all about farming. Whereas with this, for certain farms you have to save and reload, and you can only save at specific locations. Other things that you want to farm, like the earrings that I'm going for, you can only get these enemies to spawn on dark, overcast days, and there isn't an actual save station nearby. And when you first joined in, I had gone over to a garden to plant a couple of different flowers. That's part of another trophy where I have to crossbreed different types of flowers to get a really rare in-game flower. The white moon flower you can only achieve by crossbreeding 7 different colors in-game, but you can only buy 3 from vendors. Then you have to crossbreed a mixture of those 3, then crossbreed the offspring of those, then you have to crossbreed them yet again. And the plants actually grow based on your real world time. So for those flowers to grow, it's gonna take 12 real life hours, and to get the seeds from them I have to wait for another 12 real life hours for the flowers to die so I can then harvest the seeds. So those light blue ones that I picked, no, don't know if you could actually see that they were light blue. Those ones were actually the results of about 48, a little over, because I had to replant them like 3 times. So that was about 3 days worth of waiting. Yeah, I definitely get that. It also forces you to slow down and appreciate the game a lot more. However, there is actually a really easy way to cheat that, and that's simply to disconnect your console from the internet and then go into your console settings and change the time and date, and then just go back up into the game and, well, whatever you're waiting for will be done. There are some games out there that do take that kind of cheating into consideration, but they're not too common. One example of a game that actually anticipates you doing that is Metal Gear by Hideo Kojima. One of the boss fights, you're actually going up against a professional sniper, except he's like really, really old. So you're supposed to wait and sneak around the field without him seeing you. However, if you actually pause the game, change the time on your console, and then go back into the game, it'll trigger a cutscene where your character, Snake, has actually fallen asleep in the middle of the battle. And when he wakes up and finally approaches the sniper actually died of old age. How's your day going so far? It's okay. Nothing really eventful is going on. I was gifted a gaming chair, so I actually just got done putting that together before hopping on here. And it was a bit of a pain in the ass, because oh, good old Chinese monkey metal. The screws weren't the right size, and the threads kept wanting to strip out. Finally get the thing put together, and right as I'm about to sit in it, it wants to fall over backwards. So, yeah, that was an experience. That was class. Take it you're going to be studying them for quite a while then. What were you learning about them today? Earrings.
Oh there.
What do you mean by how they appear? As far as I'm aware, the coloring is to attract a mate. Usually the males are more colorful than the females, and their patterns are decided based on genetics. Well, I guess that's a bit of a stupid question to ask, isn't it? And that's probably a reason why they actually have a class explaining those things, right? So far, I think probably the prettiest bird that I've actually seen was out in Mariposa. I was helping my dad fix up a house for a friend of his because the guy was trying to sell his property. And while I was working on the outside deck painting, a black hummingbird flew up to one of the feeders, which was like 2 or 3 feet away from where I was. And, you know, I stopped, I'm just watching it. And depending on how the light hit it, it turned to like wine red. I hadn't seen that before in a hummingbird, so it was actually really cool compared to some of the other ones that I was more used to seeing. Oh, shoot. Structured air bubbles in the cells. Huh. Interesting. Sorry, if a message is too long, I have to actually stop the game to look at the comments on my phone. Well, that is actually interesting. I hadn't really thought much about like how actually they get their color. It's like the farthest I've ever thought about it is just, you know, the refraction of light. But now that it comes down to well, to find out that's what it comes down to, the structure of the air molecules, that's actually pretty interesting. It's unrelated to birds, but scientists apparently had discovered a frog. I forget exactly what they call it. I want to say it's like an elephant frog or something like that. Or, oh no, pumpkin frog. Something to do with pumpkins. It actually has a iridescent glow when put under a black light. However, the not iridescent, the crap. I already forgot the word I just used. Anyways, the glow that it gets under a black light actually does not come from its skin, but instead its bone. It's so weird how, you can break it down into so many different things. Biology, physics, whatever. Life in general, it's just really, really strange. Now, let's see. Oh crap, don't close that tab. Oh, pumpkin totally. Oh, I already know I'm gonna butcher that scientific name. Uh, just sent you a link to its wiki. So far, what bird do you find the most interesting? Not even gonna lie, that was actually the first time I actually saw it. I only found out by reading an article on it while I was at work a day or two ago. Really? Fuck. So what was the last game that you played? Okay, right on. I actually haven't gotten into the Pokemon games. What console is that on? I want to say it's on the Switch, right? Got it. Are you into The Legend of Zelda at all? So. I personally haven't played a whole lot of it, but I've watched it be played. Definitely learned a hell of a lot more about it than what I originally knew. And crap. At least growing up in school, I at least knew that when somebody would say, oh yeah, I love Zelda, he's my favorite character, I'd know at least enough to say no. Zelda's a chick. You're talking about Link. As far as the first... Oh, I don't even remember what the first actual Zelda game was that I was playing. When I try and describe it, no one's able to actually pinpoint which one it is. But the one that I played the most of would be... I think it was Ocarina of Time. I did play a little bit of Breath of the Wild. To be honest, like, it's a cool game and all, but me personally, I actually would get a lot more enjoyment out of watching others play it rather than playing it myself. I mean, that being said, I am actually still really looking forward to Tears of the Kingdom. Which, have you seen the trailer for that yet? Tears of the Kingdom, or Breath of the Wild 2. Rumor has it they're supposed to be bringing co-op to it. However, I'm not going to hold my breath. Do you think they'll actually do that? As far as I'm aware, the only co-op Zelda there was 4 seasons? think that's what it was called. Yeah, for Tears of the Kingdom, I think that was all just fan theory and what they were hoping for, because they started claiming that they were gonna have one person play as Link and the other as Zelda. That seems a bit out of place. Oh shit, I didn't catch that. I knew things with co-op, so being a DLC. Really? It would definitely be cool to see more co-op games from them. You know, aside from their typical, like, Mario or Wii Sports. But, yeah, it would definitely be interesting to see more originals from them that are co-op and don't require a separate system. As far as what other types of games I'm into, this being a JRPG, actually this is not my style of game. I had known about the story and the lore about it for quite a few years. It's just I never really tried getting into it, or, fucker. I never actually cared to actually play it for myself. However, I've just been so bored lately, and I'm just... ugh, whatever. Figured may as well pull the trigger and give it a shot for myself. I mainly play Borderlands. Like, shoot, ever since, well, Borderlands 1, really. I mean, I didn't get as much into it until Borderlands 2 came out. That's the main thing that I play, really. I do like racing games. Like, I have Forza on the Xbox. Need for Speed, Midnight Club. Since I got the PSVR 2, and I'm trying to build a racing sim, I'll most likely be picking up Gran Turismo 7, since they're supposed to be adding VR support. Star Wars Battlefront, like the OG ones. Play a little bit of Elder Scrolls here and there. The Last of Us, Days Gone. Battlefield. To be honest, I'd actually have to look through my game collection, because I can't really think of everything off the top of my head. Just a whole variety of things, to put it simply. Of course, I have my favorites and go-tos, but that doesn't mean that I'm not one for diversity either. Oh, Minecraft, that was another big one that I was into for a while. Kind of fell out of it, and not really sure why. And, let it die. However, okay, games like Minecraft and Let It Die, they're kind of a pain in the neck because you can't really pause. So it's, I guess in part I mainly stopped playing those because of, well, that lack of convenience. No, I've never played Monster Hunter. Oh, it's a popular franchise. It's one of those that didn't seem like I'd be able to get into. But I mean, you know, I didn't think I'd actually enjoy playing this either, so who knows, maybe at some point I'll give it a shot. I know one of the biggest really that's stupid that it wouldn't show that full comment. Didn't really like it. Yeah, and call me old school, but that's when the physical copy of games is like far superior than getting the digital version, because you can keep your disc or your game cartridge if you want, collect them, down the road they'll become valuable. If you don't like them, you can sell them. Whereas digital, yeah, once you buy it, you're kind of stuck with it. I know with at least PlayStation, I don't know how the other companies handle it, but when it comes to a digital purchase, if you play the game after the purchase, then you can't return it, or get a refund. However, if you have not played it, then you can get a refund. I don't know, I feel like when it comes to digital games, if they made it so... Well... No, I don't see how a trade-in system would work. Because... I mean, realistically, what would they be getting any benefit from if you were to remove it out of your library just for like a 5 or 10% off a different game? That wouldn't work. So really, what the heck is the purpose of digital games anyways? Convenience? Okay, but then you're limited to memory. And... you know, like the PS3, for example, you can buy games on there digitally, but when the company that makes said console stops supporting it, you're gonna lose all of those games. Because, okay, let's say that you have, I don't know, Minecraft. You have Minecraft on the PS3. But you delete it to make room for Monster Hunter. Just throwing names out here. Okay, great. So you play Monster Hunter, Sony stopped supporting the PS3, they shut down the PlayStation Store, but you want to play Minecraft. How do you access it to download it? Sure, it may be in your library, but you still need the store to be able to download it, right? And then you have other situations, like the PS4, for example. I know it has a internal battery, like a watch battery, and when that dies, you lose all your data from your, oh, no, it's a hard drive. So what? Okay, people were complaining about data being lost when that internal battery dies. Maybe it's just a simple case of people don't know what the hell they're talking about. Then again, you know, when it comes to gaming, there's never winning, is there? People are always gonna complain and want more, and this and that should be different, and this and that's better. Oh, crap. Yeah, money's definitely one of those. You can never have enough of it, and when you have enough to do whatever you need or want, it's still not enough. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Hell, man, I still got the PS2 that I grew up playing. Yep, still got a Wii, still got a GameCube, still got a PS1, a N64, a SNES. Hey, those OG systems, and with all the improvements, graphics, and the frame rates, overall, I don't care. The OG systems, the older ones, in my opinion, they're still way, way better than modern consoles. I feel like that's in part to blame the companies themselves, not so much the games, but the way that it's all approached. It's all make as much money as you can and release games that are pay to win, release half-finished products. Doesn't feel like the love and attention goes into modern games as much as it used to. But hey, based on your previous comment though, taking a while to get a game or a console with any sort of internet function, that all just comes down to responsibility. Like, shit, I'm sure you could have gotten one way sooner than you did, but you know, there's other bills and responsibilities to tend to. It would also help if, you know, good old fucking corporate America would actually throw us a bone and not tax like half of our income. Speaking of, did you hear about that bill that's being talked about right now, or voted on in office to actually abolish the IRS? Well, partially abolish. Our income itself won't be taxed, so we'll actually be able to have more money to save. However, our consumer tax, like the tax that you pay at checkout on a product, is gonna go up. So it'll be easier to save in the long term, but more expensive to shop up front. Yeah, it's hard to say how it would actually play out if that gets passed. I know, not to get political here, because, you know, controversy and personal opinions, yada blah blah blah. But Our president says if that bill makes it to him, he's gonna reject it immediately. So yeah, odds are we ain't gonna see that happen. Personally, I feel like it would be a good idea to at least try.
Oh there.
Before making it like a permanent thing. Like, I don't know, give us 2 or 3 years to test it out and see how it works. But then again, I'm sure that'll mess with the system and this and that, and it's gonna backlapse and... Interesting idea, just don't know how it would actually play out. Okay, so I'm giving up on the earrings. Okay. Broken lens. Plenty of those. Broken motor. Plenty of those. Pottery. Hello? Pottery. Could have swore I had some of those. Nice, good place. Oh crap, I can't do that. Area's already, no more. Broken saw. Right there. Yep, got enough of those. Wristwatch. Feel like that's one of those things I sold by accident. Yep. Clay. Right there. Plenty. Crystal. I need one more crystal. Copper. Of course I can buy that.
Oh there.
Oh, shoot it. Might be easier to actually just start upgrading and see what I need and go from there. Still not a dark overcast. I might have to say horses. I like dogs. I'll have a dog as a pet. Like, okay, if I were to get a dog, I would want a husky. I love cats. I don't really care what breed or if it's got a disability. I don't care. I love cats in general. I do want to own a fox at some point. I don't know, I think my favorite animal would have to be between either a horse or a fox.
What can I help you with?
Oh, crap. Is that really it? Okay. Okay. That one's done. And of course, I'm not a complex machine. Wristwatch, of course. So, what would your favorite animal be?
Comebacks.
Great. Okay, no. That's not fair. No, you have to give me an answer. You asked me, you gotta answer. Come on now. Narrow it down to one or two. Well, not one. Narrow it down to at least two. Come on. It's like, realistically, I love all animals. It would be hard for me to say specifically what one would be my favorite or why. Because realistically, all animals, they have their ups, they have their downs. All of them would get on my nerves for various different reasons, so... Well, you gotta try now. You asked this question. You gotta keep it fair, damn it. Also, you know, it's probably a good thing that you said favorite animal, because favorite pet would have definitely yielded a different answer. Oh, you're innocent. Very, very innocent. Of course, I can't read that. Again, why did it cut out? Oh, is that really worth pulling up my phone? Kangaroo minus because okay. I mean that makes sense because I mean the more you study about a specific animal, the more you're gonna find them intriguing. Oh, fucking furries! We are all cursed beings. You know, isn't it kind of ironic that a furry wouldn't necessarily say that their favorite animal is whatever their sona is? And again, I guess it also depends on how many sonas said person would have. Okay, so admittedly it is kind of hard to tell with some of the different people what species their furries or their persona is. Obviously, well, Tibby and Kia are both felines, right? But oh shoot, I keep forgetting your other girl's name. But what species is she? I feel like you had said it at one point, but I don't recall. Amy is a sea lion. Okay, see, I actually would have never guessed that. I mean, then again, to be fair, how many characters do I have that I don't even know what their own species is? I don't really think the species matters as much to, well, anyone in the community as much as how adorable is the character, right? I feel like that's kind of the win-all question. Also, to whoever the second person is viewing right now, totally sorry, you know, kinda hope you're a furry yourself, because otherwise, you know, definitely not a borderline traumatizing experience. Well, to be fair, it could be way worse. As if there even is a second person here. You know, sometimes the streams glitch out and say there's more people than there are. Am I going correctly? Yes. Wrong person.
I worked it out. Come again once.
Thanks for coming. Go get him, champ.
All of it. Alrighty. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by.
The import-export dame says you're a good... You tell that...
Bunch of townspeople. There's not much left. I'll try to get...
Hmm.